So I've said on a couple of occasions that power creep is kept to a minimum in 5e. It is not completely eliminated because you can't really do that in a game system that involves numbers and randomization, but it is kept to a minimum as compared to pretty much any version of D&D. But I haven't explained why. So I'm going to explain why. The first factor is bounded accuracy. This is the notion that rolling a 1 on the die always misses, and rolling a 20 on the die always hits when attempting combat stuff. Not skills, we'll put that aside, but combat stuff. So no matter how high your bonuses are, you have a 5% chance of missing. No matter how low your bonuses are, you have a 5% chance of hitting. This was not always the case in D&D in some of its iterations, and that often led to a chasing of bigger and better bonuses so that you can overcome the limitations of dice, I guess. The other big factor for cutting back on power creep is the notion of advantage and disadvantage. Many of the previous editions would solve the problems of trying to be better at something by giving you bigger and better bonuses, so that by the time you're at higher levels, nothing is out of reach. In this edition, we replaced a lot of those bonuses with advantage. You gain advantage, or those minuses, you gain disadvantage. This does two things. First, it increases the consistency of your rolls if you've got advantage, or increases the unfortunate consistency of your rolls if you got disadvantage. Now, on top of that, it doesn't actually increase the target numbers you can hit because it isn't a bonus. These two factors have kept power creep to a minimum in 5e. Are there some examples? Yes, but they are much fewer than any other edition of D&D or any other iteration of D&D that has been put out. And honestly, some of the things that people are calling power creep is a misclassification. Making a particular concept more viable with a new subclass does not mean that it is actually power creep, just that you facilitated a concept that wasn't facilitated before.